One more thing, actually forgot this one, but I want to show you before we actually start coding how to get in assets. So remember, assets are things like uh, image files, video clips, audio files, all these extras that you include in your website. So how do you get them up into your file space? Okay, well, the way you have to do it is drag and drop. Unfortunately, there aren't any buttons or functions here that I can click on and upload a file. There isn't a option to do that. So the way you get your stuff in is you drag and drop. So I got my directory here. Now you can't see it because I'm only sharing my browser screen, but I've got my file chooser open here, and I've got my file, which is called Falcon Logo GIF. Now I'm dragging it and dropping it, and you can see now when I drag it over the screen, then it'll allow me to put it in. Okay, so let me do that again. Okay, so I drop it, I get this confirmation dialog, I say yes, and it gets imported in. Okay, so now I can see it. If you look in your file space on the left here, there's my file falconlogo.gif, and there's my logo. So normally what we want to do is we want to put it in the assets folder. That's where we put all these things like images and video clips and things like this. So I can just kind of drag it and drop it into assets, and there it is. Okay, so you want to organize your files so they're not all over the place. Now, one quick note, when you have a mobile app, and this is not a consideration that we had to worry about when we were making a web page, but when you have a mobile app, memory is very tight. So you got to be careful about using like big files. So you can't have all these multiple images of megabyte-sized files or video clips. That's gonna use up the memory on your device real quick, and so you're gonna have to really slim it down and really be selective about things like that you put inside your app. Um, One way you could do it, if you have a video clip, for example, if instead of putting it directly on your app, you could, embed it. So YouTube allows you, for example, it gives you an embed code. So instead of putting the video itself in your file space, you instead pull it in through the internet. Okay, so you got to be real careful about sizes of stuff. Okay, so now we're ready to start coding. Let me save it because it doesn't auto save it. So let me save it, and now we're ready to code.